And our interviews are presented by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Now, because Friday is going to be a special day, people probably well, we know this office is going to be closed. PA Careerlink is going to be closed on Friday for the New Year's holiday. So you decided to join us a little early this week. We're more than happy to have him. Kevin Lazor of PA Careerlink joining us on the phone this morning for Indiana in the Morning. Kevin, how you doing? How was your holiday?
Very good, Josh. Very uneventful, I think, for everybody. The holiday was probably a little different, not as big groups and things like that. But overall, the spirit of the season was still there. And so as we come upon another holiday with folks trying to celebrate the best they can, the ending of 2020 and hopefully better things in 2021 for all of us. So just take a minute real quickly to say Happy New Year to you and all your listeners as well.
Well, thanks, and all the same back to you. So, Kevin, as we finish 2021, how does the job scene look in Indiana County?
Well, as many things impact what happens, it's hard to predict what will happen in 2021 because there's a lot of decisions coming up in terms of, politically and otherwise. So it really depends on those decisions as to what industries will flourish and build. And for those that may be not flourishing, then we have to transition those workers into different fields so that they can be successful. But I went on the system this morning, and there are still 1,606 jobs within 25 miles of 15701. And you can find out about those jobs and other services that we're providing virtually at www.pacareerlink.pa.gov. You can actually click on Indiana and get some local statistics. But as in directly more to your question, Josh, I looked up right now on the system by occupation category, and it seems right now as makes sense that healthcare practitioner and technical positions, sales and related positions are open. There are over 357 jobs within the healthcare practitioner and technician. Sales and related, there's over 404 positions. So it goes the gamut from sales and related to arts, design, and entertainment. There are a number of different fields that are represented on our system, and I encourage job seekers to go on to our, again, www.pacareerlink.pa.gov, or if you need help, you can give us a call, 724-471-7220, and we'll get back to you ASAP and hopefully guide you through some of the things. The other things that impact what happens is, we talk about legislation with the CARES Act. That we know that there'll be some extended unemployment benefits. So those that are fearful of going back to the work environment will have some extra time, extra support. So that always impacts it from the employer side too. Do people really want to rush back to work until the vaccines are distributed and this curve begins to go down, which I think we're all hoping for by summer, that the whole employment situation, life and situation will all be better.
I would agree to that. We're all hoping that things get better soon, and we're hoping that things get better for the businesses. But we did mention that a lot of those unemployment programs, those CARES programs from the state side that will help people who are unemployed, those are going to be delayed, it sounds like, a little bit because of how long it took for the federal government to get things going and approving those bills.
Correct. And the other thing, and again, I want to be clear that a lot of people mistake our office for the unemployment office because that UC courtesy phone, which they decided not to have during this pandemic for safety reasons, I believe. But it doesn't mean that you couldn't take a part-time job. I know that there are employers out there that could use help during this time and still collect your unemployment while working a part-time job. That's one way to extend the way that you and also fill in that kind of gap in between legislations that are impacting it as well.
Let's switch hats here from your job hat at PA Careerlink to probably the cause that is very near and dear to your heart, helping out veterans. And this actually kind of goes together with jobs because this is the Honoring Investments in Recruiting and Employing American Military Veterans Group. They're starting a new program?
Well, no, this program has been around, I think, since 2018. And you're absolutely right, Josh. We do have a mission at the CareerLink to help veterans find jobs, whether that's when they come right out of service or when they're, transitioning in jobs. We have two positions here, actually, at the CareerLink that help with that purpose. One is the Disabled Veterans Outreach Person, which we announced on you helped announce that Mike Kane will be on staff after the first. I mean, he's on staff now, but will be working out of our office after the first of the year to help. And this position helps veterans overcome barriers to employment, so that when they're sitting in front of the employer, they're ready to move on to employment. The other position we have is called the Local Veterans Employment Rep, and that's Norm Mangliolia. He covers all 3 counties, Butler, Armstrong, and Indiana County, and he works with the employers to advocate for the hiring of the veterans, the special skills that veterans bring to the table when they're hiring. And as part of that, the federal government, the U.S. Department of Labor and Veterans Employment and Training Services, runs a program called the HireVets Medallion Program, and it enables an employer to be recognized for hiring of veterans, and it has specific criteria. In 2019, there were 239 employers that garnered recognition, and in 2019, they saw 429 employers across the United States earned the HireVets Medallion Award, and 675 earned the award in 2020. So there are certain criteria, and I won't read all of them, but I'll read a couple of them.
Right, some of the big ones.
It's percentage of new hires during the period that are veterans, percentage of veterans employees retained for a period of 12 months, and percentage of employees who are veterans. So those are the top 3 criteria for this program. I do believe there's an application fee, but if employers specifically are interested in this program, they can go to www.hirevets.gov. And again, this is the medallion program that they have. So, a lot of times, Josh, we focus on the job seeker, but remember that the PA Careerlink provides services to employers as well, whether that be posting of their positions, labor market. I know there have been several companies, like when Urban came to town, that we looked up labor market information for them to come into town and may help them make decisions. So there are services that we provide to employers as well as job seekers. Those services can be found at www.pacareerlink.pa.gov or give us a call. Staff are working remotely. We are checking voicemails and responding to emails. 724-471-7220.
Now, where can people find out more information about the HireVets Medallion Program?
And that would be hirevets.gov.
Okay, excellent. Kevin, thank you very much for joining us here on Indiana in the Morning once again. Thanks, and I hope everybody over at CareerLink has a happy and healthy New Year.
Again, same to you and all your listeners. There's no reason we can't celebrate the good things in life, even though this COVID thing has us all going crazy. So safe and happy New Year to all.
You got that right. Thanks again. Kevin Lazor from PA Careerlink joining us this morning on Indiana in the Morning. And our interviews are presented by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people.